The flat earther CC, Chris from New York, Westchester County, is probably more famous than I am on this channel. I know you all look forward to his classic rants, and today he's back with another one. And who knows, this could be his best yet. Hello all and welcome along to another video with me, Simon Dan. Thanks very much for joining me. Right, let's push on with today's video then, shall we? CC is in his car as he begins today's video, talking about when he first started his channel, he hopped on to a Flat Earthers live stream to say hi. Away we go.
But I just remember, somebody out there talking to somebody else that I really admire, saying hi, And then all of a sudden, that particular person decides to go back to the ball. Why is that?
I'm wondering if that was Jeranism. I can't think of any other big creators that he would have followed back then that are now back on Team Globe.
You see, when you become a flat earther, you don't ever, you can't ever go back to a ball.
Clearly not true. Jeran, Ranty, Rachy0000, Robbie Davidson, Paul on the Plane, Patricia Steer. Need I go on?
You know what a ball is? Yeah, that's right. That's what we've been growing up with. A ball is something that's spinning in space out of control. But the ball itself, we have to look at the ball, okay? Supposedly top scientists, these are the top scientists of this country that are getting paid who knows how much money to tell you lies that there is no container.
They don't, because the container is gravity. The atmosphere stays here because of gravity. This is measurable, testable and consistent. You don't need to invent a force field to explain that.
You see, it wouldn't make any sense. How could a planet have a container? But apparently every planet out there, the atmosphere is the container. That's good. Okay. So gas on an object. Remember the planet, the ball that you live on is an object with air, pressure, and everything like that. Without a container, can exist. Every planet in the entire world, universe, can exist without a container. Does that make any sense at all to you?
Yes, it makes total sense because I've studied how atmospheric pressure works, CC. Gravity pulls gas molecules towards the surface, and that creates atmospheric pressure. That's why pressure decreases as you go higher in elevation. You're effectively moving away from that pull. It's the same reason that Jupiter's massive gravity holds onto an atmosphere thousands of kilometers thick, and why the Moon with very weak gravity barely has one at all. So yes, every planet can have gas without a physical shell, because that's exactly what we observe. You don't need a container when the laws of physics already provide one.
Does it? I mean, this is just, I can't even believe I'm even talking about this anymore. I just can't believe I'm discussing this and having a conversation with somebody and even explaining to them that you cannot have any air pressure without a container. There's not a single scientist, there's not a single master degree or IT degree or Harvard University or whatever you want to call him can tell me air pressure cannot exist without a container.
Chris's incredulity is showing itself today, isn't it? The ranting has already begun. Don't know if you can tell, but I had to remove about 5 F-bombs from that last short clip.
But do you understand that if you're a ball earther, you believe in all the pictures NASA has brought out for you? Yeah, and that's right. Yes, and those will be the pictures of the moon landing. Yes. That ridiculous craft. I don't even want to call it a craft. I mean, it looks like something that a 10-year-old could make in their backyard as a lunar lander with tape and all sorts of nonsense. And
the Apollo lunar lander wasn't designed to look sleek. It was designed to just work. It had to operate in a vacuum with no wind and no atmosphere and a gravity field 1/6 that of Earth's. That's why it was light and angular and wrapped in reflective foil. To manage heat, not for decoration. Every bit of that tape and foil had a purpose. The gold insulation protected it from temperature swings of 300 degrees. The spindly legs were shock absorbers. And the descent stage was deliberately thin because, funnily enough, NASA didn't want to waste extra fuel by launching extra weight when they were going home. So yes, it might look a bit like a Blue Peter craft project, but it worked 6 times. Meanwhile, flat earthers can't even launch a GoPro without proving that curvature exists.
Buzz Aldrin, and with the arm up and Earth behind him. You see, we have a couple of other pictures too of Earth behind the moon and the moon behind Earth. But you see, it's all been photoshopped. Every single picture has been photoshopped. Can I prove it? Sure. Take the picture up, put it through Photoshop, get the photo of it, and you'll see a little box around it. You see, now you can't get that unless you Photoshop the picture.
Incorrect. When you open any digital image, especially one that's been copied or resized or saved in a different format, you will see outlines or boxes or artifacts. Now that's just how image compression works, that's all. And let's not forget, NASA's images are public. You can download the raw, unedited originals directly from their archive, thousands of them.
There's not a single picture of Earth that has ever been taken, ever. Ever.
Again, incorrect.
Supposedly, your fake moon landing from 1969 in July has never been able to be recreated at all. You have no stars in the background at all. None. No stars in the background. Now, remember, apparently the stars flicker because of the atmosphere, okay? And that concerns me.
There are no visible stars in the Apollo photos for the same reason there are none in your phone camera images of the moon: exposure. The lunar surface and the astronauts were brightly lit by sunlight. The cameras were set for that brightness, not for faint pinpricks of starlight millions of times dimmer. And yes, stars flicker because of our atmosphere, the same atmosphere that doesn't exist on the moon. So up there, of course, they wouldn't flicker at all, but they also wouldn't show up in a daylight lit shot. So what he finds concerning is just how cameras work. Now at this point, someone outside in the car park tries to park their car and hashes it up a bit. And honestly, it was like lighting the touch paper for CC.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. You know, when you wake up and you see all of this, you're out of this, and you understand everything. You understand that everything is in line. That every single thing you learned, every single thing, I mean, I am talking down to the dinosaurs. I'm talking down to ancient history. I am talking about everything that you learned is bull. Everything. There's nothing anymore except the truth. And that's what we're trying to tell you.
My word, he's not happy, is he? This is how creators like CC hook people. They start with one doubt, like the moon landing or the shape of the earth, and then spiral until everything becomes fake. History, science, dinosaurs, you name it. It's not enlightenment, it's total distrust of reality. But if everything you've ever learned is a lie, then how do you decide what's true? You can't. And that is the trap. It gives them this feeling of secret knowledge, but it strips away the tools to tell real from false. The irony is, of course, he says there's nothing except the truth, right after dismissing every single way that humans have ever discovered the truth. And I think this is where we're going to leave CC for today, rambling on in his car as people struggle to park in front of him. Amazing. So I'm going to wrap this one up, team. Please do let me know in the comments below what you thought of CC's video today and his rant. As I say, we're all done and dusted for another one. Thanks so much for watching today as ever. If you enjoyed it, please do consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the thumbs up button too. I've been Simon Dan. Have yourselves a great day and I'll see you tomorrow where the Apollo detectives are taking on Artemis 2. Should be good. See you then.